Howdy, Brazos Valley. It is April, so we're taking a look at March's numbers. And as usual, we'll start with the average days on market for active listings. And we're at 75. This red line, this is what we're looking at, 75. And compared to the previous years, we are very much, we're much lower than we usually are. Again, if you've heard my videos in the past, you know that 120 days is generally an indicator of a balanced market. So if you're below that number, you're in a seller's market, which should not be a surprise to any of you guys out there. The number of units sold this last month at 382, which is less than 2021, but considerably higher than than the previous years. I have a feeling we're going to continue to climb into the spring and summer months with more and more closed transactions, which is what we usually do. Our late spring, early summer, that's when we really start to hit our stride. The new listings taken, we have gone from less than normal to back on trend. And I have a feeling that we will continue to stay on trend. Now, in my humble opinion, what we probably need is about 6 or 7 months in a row at or above 500 to at least have enough inventory out there to choose from so that buyers can have a place to go and there isn't as much competition. Now, don't get me wrong, sellers, it's great to be a seller, but most of you guys out there who have to sell something have to find a place to land. So, it's good to have a little bit of balance. Now, next, we're going to take a look at the Bryan College Station housing report. This is just for the metro area. And taking a look at this, our median price point has climbed again. Year over year. Back in March, we were 17% less. We're at $275,000 this year. Our active listings are down 37.8%. So you've probably heard folks talk about how low the inventory is. Year over year continues to be. The number of days on market, 76, and that's 37 days less than March of 2021. Our price distribution is about where it usually is, with the lion's share of active listings between $200,000 and $300,000. The closed sales are down 11.2%. That's a little bit unusual compared to previous months. We haven't seen a lot of that happening recently. But again, I think that's just a blip on the screen that will continue to climb into the spring and summer months. The months of inventory, 1, compared to 1.8 last year. So 6 months of inventory is an indication of a balanced market. So that gives you an idea of how much lower we are than that. But we are in an uber seller's market. And what that also means, months of inventory, for those of you not familiar, it just means that if we weren't to take on any new listings in the next month, and we just repeated the same number of closed transactions that we had in March, how long would it take for us to completely deplete our inventory? And the answer is 1 month. So that's what that means. And last but not least, let's take a look at the weekly market activity. This is basically where I look at the number of closed transactions, the number of properties that have gone under contract as a percentage of the active listings, just to kind of get us an idea of how much of our market is coming off, or how much of our inventory is coming off the market each week. And the answer for this week is 30.9%. So definitely, we've had kind of a high month as far as new listings are concerned, but people are still buying at a pretty fast clip as well. So as far as how this is going to continue, who knows? I have a feeling we'll probably stay in that 30% range for a little bit of time here. As to what all this means for you, That's an individual question, whether you're a buyer, a seller, homeowner who's trying to figure out what his property tax bill is going to look like. If you have any questions, whatever the situation, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm at haydenriley.com. You can also find me at haydenriley.com if you just want to email me directly, or on Facebook at Hayden Riley Realtor. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Appreciate you listening, and I'll talk to you next time.